You're listening to For What, hosted by sisters Mary Beth and Loren. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great. You may have noticed we're in a new spot. Same podcast studio, but different furniture.
Different space.
So I'm way cozier.
I'm so much more comfortable. This is how we are. This is way more natural.
The only thing more natural than this would be if we were podcasting in bed.
Yeah.
And one day, maybe we'll have like after dark podcast.
Totally.
When we're literally laying down.
Because that's how it is when we talk.
That's more natural for me to just be horizontal.
Me too.
That's when I'm at my best.
Same.
How are you?
I'm here and there and everywhere. I don't know.
Oh.
And I'd like to tell you all about what I don't know.
Okay, tell me.
So it started with my hormones.
It always does.
Yeah. And then my supplements, because mom suggested that maybe I don't take them every day. And so then I started doing every other day. I don't know why.
Why do you need to change them at all?
I don't know. I take 20 supplements, which feels like a lot. It's like such a commitment every morning. And also I just don't like swallowing that many.
It's a lot of pills. Do you ever gag?
No, but I really have to sit and work myself up with it sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there with 5 pills in my hand. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so I'm going to put this under here. Hormones, started bleeding, halved my supplements for some reason.
What's crazy is you're doing something that mom suggested.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was because the holistic functional doctor she saw said something about it, and that kind of made sense to me. And I'm always like on the fence about supplements because I'm like, are they just a scam? I don't know. Everything in my body has told me before and is telling me yet again, they're not a scam. You need them. Take them.
Necessary.
Take them all. Don't skip days. Don't skip supplements. In fact, add more.
Oh.
Because we probably need more. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I did that this week. And then it's going to be a different time when this podcast is released. But right now, it's the very end of summer.
July 28th is what today is.
And overall, I am unwell about that because...
You love summer.
I absolutely love summer. I used to absolutely love summer, but then I had children.
And now you hate it?
And they are these little thieves of summer joy. And I feel that I am dying inside. Every week that has passed this summer, I get more and more lost. And so now we're at the end, and I don't remember.
Who are you?
I don't know who I am.
And you're not taking your supplements?
I'm not taking my supplements, and I'm hormonal. And so I just, every morning I'm waking up and I'm looking at my kids, and I'm like,
come here.
Oh, the greyhounds are going to be able to be
This is Penny.
This is Miss P.
She is 11.
Hello, Regal girl.
And she's going to join us today.
She's the quiet one sometimes, unless she's hacking up stuff. So every day I wake up and I look at my children and I'm like, I just want to be alone. And then I love them so much.
Yeah.
But then also at night, I'm like,
you're so real for that.
I just want to be alone.
I don't think it's normal to be around another life 24/7 in the way that you are. It's so much concentrated time. Like, who even are you outside of your children at this point?
Right.
Like,
yeah, and I work from home, and so I'm all summer, it's just this struggle of my time and energy, and it's really just my energy and focus, okay? So, because I can time everything out for the most part, but it's like when they're in the house, it's just this energy pull.
Totally.
And then
if you're like, what are they doing?
Exactly. What are they getting into? Yeah.
And the answer is always no.
Their moods are getting worse by the minute because they haven't eaten.
Right.
They seem like lost little puppies that don't know how to eat or find food. And then I come out in between calls, and I'm like getting a snack, or I'm just switching the laundry over or whatever. And then there's 1,000 questions. Is this banana good? What are we doing tomorrow? Can I go to so-and-so's house?
And how old are your children?
15 and 13.
That's
so
too old to be asking those questions.
Not driving. Yeah, I know. That's what everybody says. I say the same thing to them. I'm like, go figure it out. Like, do we have milk? Stop.
Open the fridge.
I say to them, and this is what's so exhausting because of the way I parent, which is overly involved emotionally and neurologically. There's just too much, because they say those things to me and I say, that's exhausting when you put the mental load on me, when you can just turn around and look in the fridge yourself. And they're like, why would I do that when you're right here and you can just answer it? And this is why I have lost myself and I don't know who I am anymore. And so now at the end of summer, I'm like, I feel like a little frail
shell of yourself.
Yeah. And like I'm coming out of a cave or something and I'm like,
what is this big world?
Where are people? And will they like me? Am I still...
What is everybody doing?
Yeah. I'm like, it's so crazy. I feel crazy.
Yeah.
And then I get on work calls and I'm back, right? I love it. Work is so grounding for me because I love my work.
She's on.
Yeah. But it's also summer. And so it's just a little bit slower. Everybody's vacationing and that's great. I should be too. I'm not. I'm just sitting here in my house losing myself. And so yesterday I went on a walk and that was the first time I've spent time with myself, by myself, without kids around, kids' energy sucking the life out of me, in weeks, which is not like me. I do that every single day.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, that's why I don't know who I am, because I don't even remember the last time I was doing anything by myself.
Haven't spent time with her in a while.
All summer, I have not been by myself.
Thanks.
And, people say, you'll miss these days. You'll miss this. I took a picture today of my kitchen sink that I woke up to that was disastrous.
Yeah.
And gross. It was so full that the sink wasn't draining. So it's all sitting in disgusting water. And I'm like, I don't care what anyone says. I will not miss that.
You're not gonna miss this.
Yes. I hate that's the real song.
You're not gonna want
Don't
this
guilt trip me. Don't gaslight me into believing that this is good and I like this. I don't like it.
Right. And that one day you're going to wish that your life was what it is now.
Yeah. That's not how the mind works. I'll tell you that right now. That's not how psychology works.
That's not how it works when you are living in the moment.
Yeah. Because
already.
You can't say, let me pretend that I'm 10 years down the road and I miss my kids and soak this in. No, I'm exhausted.
It's important to be realistic about your reality.
I have to be realistic. Yeah, because I usually live in the clouds and I can't do that anymore.
Not with your sink not being able to drain.
Yeah, I can't even reach the bottom of the sink. So then I go into this mental battle of, it is okay that I feel this way. This is just how I feel. It is what it is. There's no shame, I do that whole thing, but it's every day and it's every hour that I'm like, oh my God. And then the whole screen time argument that I'm having with my 15-year-old, which is just mind numbing.
The screen time of it all alone makes me not want to have children. I was already on the fence of should I or should I not grow a child, birth a child, raise a child. But this era of managing screen time and social media and internet just pushes me over the edge.
I was unprepared. I was
It's
so
really crazy.
unaware.
Especially because you did not grow up
No.
with a cell phone at all. So very different vibe. Like you can't really even put yourself in this
No,
situation.
I really can't.
Because when you were your daughter's age, there was a house computer.
Yep.
And people
Dial up.
had computer time in the
Right.
computer room.
Yes. Right. It was the big box computer.
And what did you do on that computer?
AOL, or IM. AIM.
What was your AIM name?
Denim22 at AOL.com.
Sexy.
I know, it was pretty amazing.
You and your high school friends had nicknames for each other?
Yeah.
You were Denim,
Yeah. My other friend was Khaki.
that you named your dog after.
I did.
The dog that you didn't take care of.
Is that yeah, that I got in high school and then abandoned shortly after?
One time,
Khaki.
Mom made you like keep Khaki in your room.
Yes.
And
She was unruly. She was
Khaki-
unhinged.
she was a chocolate lab. So
Yeah.
like Khaki needed minimum
She was
3 hours
Yeah, she
of
was
straight activity.
she was the runt of
every
the
day.
litter as well, which
She was cute.
she
That
was
sweet
adorable.
girl.
I love her.
Anyway, Khaki was penned up in your room.
Yeah.
She shit all over the floor.
Uh-huh.
She had done this multiple times.
Yeah.
And Mom had it.
Yeah.
With the shit on the floor. So I like wake up from my nap one day. I'm like 4, maybe.
Yep.
And I walk past your room and Mom is in there ripping up the carpet.
Yes,
And I
while
go,
I'm at school.
Mom?
Hey, is that you?
I'm like, what? In my 4 years, I have never seen anything like this before.
Is this what people do?
Anyway, and she stained it. So then there was just a concrete floor for
Yeah.
your bedroom.
That's right.
At that point.
Right, because
And it didn't look bad, honestly. Like Mom really did it up as she does, but
yeah,
That was
I
crazy.
came home from school and I
didn't have a floor.
was like, oh, I have no carpet in my room anymore. It is just concrete and rough concrete. It wasn't
Yeah.
like smoothed out what they can do now. It was just literal. I was like, well, that'll make it easier to clean up my dog's shat.
Totally. And
Every
like,
day.
honestly, you don't need carpet. I'm nervous about Lemon. I don't have a pee pad downstairs,
Oh.
and I'm worried she maybe shat on my carpet.
Right now, as we are speaking. Does she want to get up here?
I don't know. I'm actually going to go look because she's doing something.
Okay, let's just take a little pause.
Little pause. Okay, and we're back. In case you were wondering, Lemon did not shit on my floor.
It's amazing.
Always a blessing.
Good job, Lynn.
And maybe you can. Oh my God. Can you take a picture? Oh my God, Lemon. Listen, one thing about my girls, they are the best dogs in the world. Like, there will never be dogs like Penny and Lemon.
No.
No one will ever be as cantankerous, manipulative, sweet, dramatic as Lemon.
No.
And no one will ever go 0 to 60 like Penny.
No.
I mean, they're precious. They're greyhounds. A lot of people don't know they're super lazy.
Yep.
They're fast, but for like 20 seconds.
Yep.
And then they're done.
That's it.
And I don't think I'll ever have any other dog besides a greyhound.
Well, I also recommend, I have a Chiweenie, which I'd also like to talk about the rest of how I'm doing because
Oh, I'm sorry.
he factors into it.
Oh my God.
So my Chihuahua Dachshund mix was a rescue and didn't know how to settle down for 2 weeks until your girls came over and taught him how to be safe and like, you're good here.
They were like his little aunties that said, listen.
Yeah.
You got it good.
Yeah, you're going to be
No
fine.
worries, baby.
Yeah.
You take a nap. Go outside, do what you got to do. Come right back in.
Yeah.
Sunbathe if you want to, if it's nice. Inside's where it's at.
That's exactly. So my dog is also lazy and acts just like a greyhound in that way.
I love it.
He will Zoom for literally 30 seconds a day. That's it. And then he's done.
Which is unusual for a Chihuahua or a Dachshund. Are we recording?
I need to make sure. Yeah, we are still recording.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, last time I didn't record audio, so have to check.
And we went, oh my God, for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. It did not help.
Okay. So Hallie
Hallie is my dog, my Tweenie. And
our mom calls him Hal.
And every time.
6 years she's called him Hal.
And Hal.
Not his name.
And then she goes, why is that so funny? And I'm like, you're the only one who calls him that.
Why?
What's his name?
What's his name? Every single time.
Hallie.
Okay, so how is he factoring into
Hallie
your wellness?
Keeps waking me up at night.
Oh my God. To go outside?
No.
Oh.
His little shakes, his flarps.
Yeah.
He's so tiny. He's 17 pounds.
Yeah, he's small.
I have a king size bed.
Right.
He has his own side of the bed. And when he gets up, the 2 or 3 times he gets up to rotate in his little cinnamon roll and then sit back down, he'll shake. Well, the supplement situation
Oh my God.
and the children's situation that is keeping me up very late. So I'm going to bed later. I'm not taking the right supplements to help me sleep, magnesium and theanine and a lot of them. And then my dog, so he's waking me up and now it's keeping me up because of those other things. And then last night, or I guess that was this morning, 5 a.m., he, and I have a low bed and you know how he jumps.
Yeah.
He'll sit with his paws up and just jump.
These like half
trying to jump. It's like he's peeking to see what's up there, but like working himself up to like make the full jump. Sometimes he'll do that once. Sometimes he'll do it 17 times.
Yeah.
This morning at 5 a.m., he did it about 30 times. I'm like, for the love of fuck.
Get on the bed.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Figure it out.
Shit or get off the pot.
But he's just bumping my bed at this point.
My
So
God.
he's literally just shaking me awake. So now I'm up, and then he finally jumps up there, lays down, and goes to sleep. Just as I'm falling asleep, he jumps off the bed and starts going, like he's going to throw up. And I'm like, no. So I jump up, and I'm like, come on, Hallie, come on. And he starts following me, but then he stops following me because he wants to puke right there on my carpet. And so I have to grab him and throw him out of my room. I'm like, get at least on the hard floor, if not outside. Oh, fucking 5:30 a.m.
Did he throw up midair?
He threw up over the threshold of my carpet meeting my hard floor.
So just barely
Halfway.
made it to the hard floor.
It's halfway on the hard floor, halfway on
my God.
the carpet. And I'm like, and this is how my week has been. So that's how I'm doing. I'm doing as well as the picture of dog vomit halfway on hard floor and halfway on carpet. That perfectly explains.
What a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah. Well, it's fitting, if
I hate
anything. Yeah. Oh, and I worked myself into a real good tizzy this weekend going down a wormhole. I can't remember how it started. Something reminded me of that movie Sound of Freedom. Oh, I know what it was. I came across Tim Ballard's Instagram page. Something popped up. I don't know why.
I don't know who that is.
It got the wrong algorithm. Tim Ballard is the Christian nationalist Mormon guy that was the person that Sound of Freedom, that movie, is based on.
That movie.
Oh, I love that you don't know anything about this. I wish that I didn't.
I'm literally going to look it up right now.
Yeah, I sent you the article and I said, if you're bored, read this.
And I wasn't bored, so I didn't read it.
Well, it was really long, and I almost wanted you to not read it because I didn't want you to have to go through the torment I did, but also for this purpose, I wanted you to know where my head was at. Okay, so I went down this so hard because I had heard, so they do this whole movie about this guy who is like on a crusade to end human trafficking, which is obviously noble. Like, everyone's going to support that except human traffickers. So that was awesome. And then everybody in our world, all the Christians love it, right? You got to go see this movie. You got to support that movie. That's a huge turnoff to me. Any big movement, I immediately, everything in my body shuts down.
No. Oh my God. Dad and I were literally just talking about this. He's the exact same way. Mom is in her own way. Just like that. All of us kids are like that. And Drew is like that. Drew always says, any group think, he's allergic. And I feel the same way.
I can't.
Oh, you gotta do this? I immediately don't want to. Like, everybody and their mom and their dog and their newborn baby watched Love Island this summer. I didn't. I'm a huge reality TV person also, but I abstained simply because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, I can't.
And I don't want to be a part of something bigger.
I don't either.
I just don't.
I want to be a part of smaller things.
I don't really want to be a part of anything.
What's tiny and no one's ever heard of it? I'll go check that out.
Like a small little group of like very specific people. Because the thing is, I don't like dating shows. It's just it's too
cringy.
Much.
There's so many things.
And I also
too many masks.
I don't like competition shows either.
Yeah, I don't either.
And the thing is, I don't really like watching regular people on TV. I like watching people who have billions of dollars roll around in their Rolls Royce in the back seat with the driver.
You want completely unrelatable.
Champagne bar literally in the back seat of their car. That's what I want to watch. And I'm talking about Real Housewives of Miami.
Yeah, okay, great. That I have no interest in watching. We have a couple overlaps with our reality TV.
Yeah, Below Deck.
Yeah, Below Deck and Mormon Wives. I didn't know you watched Below Deck. Do you watch all of them?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, you love Below Deck.
I love Below Deck. And it's mostly because I love watching people work. I love when they get to work. I think it makes me feel like I'm working. And it
makes you feel productive in a way.
It does.
Like, oh, I got that done just in the nick of time.
I'm like, oh, everything's so clean now. I've done nothing. I'm laying in my bed watching this show. And I used to be in the service industry, not yachts, of course, and I loved it. I loved like the drama of it and working with people. And then I just got to leave, which is different than working on a yacht. But
you worked in a hotel at one point, right?
Oh, I did not.
Did you do massages?
Oh, God, no.
No. Catering?
No, I worked the front desk. And then I was standing too long and I literally passed out.
You worked too hard.
So I really just stood up for too long. I needed to be horizontal. I'm like, I'm not really cut out for this standing thing.
Do you have anything maybe where I could lay down for about 8 hours?
Something where I could lounge by the pool?
Can we maybe put a cot back here?
Yeah, exactly. So I only did that job for 2 weeks. But anyway, we've digressed so far. And let's circle back. Okay, so reality TV, watching TV. Where were we? Oh, Sound of Freedom. Okay.
Oof, good job.
So, Tim Ballard.
Okay.
Came across my algorithm accidentally. Obviously, something's askew and they missed who I am.
Right.
But it reminded me, oh yeah, whatever happened to that guy? Because shortly after this movie came out, we were talking about how we don't like to do anything that everyone else is doing.
Also, what I want to say is your algorithm perfectly got you because
oh no,
you got suckered in.
Dude, so bad.
It perfectly came across your desk.
I hated that so much. It was so bad.
But of course, it's something that you're going to be interested in too. A scandal regarding
yeah.
a religious group.
Yeah. Okay. So super religious. Everybody Christian loves Tim Ballard and the Sound of Freedom. Okay. They're like, ooh, it's just the ultimate white bro patriarchal stance. Like they love it. Aside from the fact that I would say a lot of white people are also the human traffickers. But anyways.
Well, they love him because he's a white person that's doing a good deed.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. He's like, this like
represents
muscly man that's like really edgy, but like absolutely traditional and conventional in every sense, things like that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, after this movie comes out and there's all this hype, then like a year or so later, the stories start coming out where women who have worked with him are saying he assaulted them, he coerced them, he did all these things, right? The man himself who protects children from human trafficking is allegedly assaulting these women that he's working with, right? And so I didn't...
The women who he's saving or the women who are on his team to save?
It sounds like a little bit of both, but mostly the women on his team. Yeah. And so he would like have a hairstylist or somebody, would come and help around with whatever was going on. And he would see them and strike up conversation and basically pitch them this big idea. You could help save children and all these things, right? Which feels very religious. It's like the same scheme of like, this is how you save the world. This is how you do better.
This is how you be the hands and feet.
Yeah, exactly. And so these women were like, oh, okay. Like, what could I do to help? And he's like, well, God gave him this idea to have, I can't remember what he calls it now, but something about like they're playing a ruse couple, I think it was what it was called. So they would go in as a married couple with these traffickers and like strike up relationship with them. And I don't know all the context of how this went, but I mean, I was reading so much about this and it's, it's always a little bit confusing because you're not there. There's a lot of details missing.
Right.
But there are many, many stories. I think he has like 5 cases against him from different women where he would take it too far. So it's his ruse wife. Mm-hmm. And he's like, at first, because, in Mormon culture, they like don't kiss and don't drink alcohol and like don't do all this stuff. And he's like, no, you won't have to do any of that. And then it turned into, okay, if you do drink alcohol, then give me a kiss and put it in my mouth and I'll spit it out where they won't see. Like how, this is man logic.
For what?
For what? And then it slowly, at first he was like, I won't kiss you, anything like that. And he was like, but to keep up the ruse, we have to look like we're romantically involved. And to the point where he would like penetrate them.
What the fuck? In front of the traffickers?
I don't know about that. That's what's unclear. Sometimes it was like just them in the hotel room. But he would tell these women, their traffickers are watching us through the window.
Why would they be doing that?
Yeah, I know.
What do they care?
To prove that they're really married? Like, how does that prove anything?
Why would they care?
It sounds crazy.
Ew.
But also it sounds like man logic, right? Like he's so inflated after this movie. And this had been happening because he was like the guy for human trafficking. So he was on all these different national platforms for politics and all kinds of stuff for years leading up to that. So he was heavily inflated, his ego, his...
Yeah. And he had momentum that he needed to keep going.
Right. And that audacity was there, right? He's so built up that he's like, I can do anything.
This is so crazy that we're talking about this because actually it's not that crazy because I'm literally always talking about this.
Yeah, I know, same.
But when Dad was here this weekend, we were literally talking about the mega church pastor scandal of it all. Because
of which I am deeply acquainted with.
Brady Boyd, by the way, had to resign from New Life because he said he was not affiliated with Robert Morris. But then literally the week later, they were like, these are all the elders who like approved Robert, whatever. And then Brady
they're deeply
what
acquainted.
What a ridiculous lie. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway.
Like, why? What? Oh my God.
Anyway. But specifically Mike Bickle is what like really got me because Mom.
Had you not heard about him? Did we
Bickle.
not talk about this?
No. I don't remember because it was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Dad and I were talking about this. Dad had listened to a message from Glenn Packiam, who has his own church now. And he had 3 Ps. This is where the 3 Ps came from. So he's talking about the pull to what happens when you are doing a good thing, or when like maybe things started out pure, like maybe what's his name?
Robert Morris?
No.
Brady Boyd?
Tim Ballard.
Oh, Tim Ballard.
Maybe Tim Ballard started out genuinely with like a very pure intention and like a very clear mission and direction and whatever, and things are happening and it's great and wonderful. But then the power of it all, you start to have employees, you start to really make change. People start to care about your name. People are wanting to, you're powerful. Yeah. You're over something.
Yeah.
Like
people want to be associated with you.
You're acknowledged. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the P word was for this, but it's like your momentum, essentially, like how much things are moving. You have to keep up to feed the machine, essentially, of the demand for more of your content, more women saved, more crazier ways of, you know, riskier ways of going and getting them, that then you become like a slave to that and forget the original mission.
Yeah.
And the whole time that Dad and I are talking about this, I just keep thinking, a woman wouldn't forget the mission.
I know.
like that. I would be like, fuck people who want me to be riskier, go more, do more. Fuck these people who want me to do this and this and this for an ad. I don't need that.
Yeah. It's such an ego trip.
It's like,
it literally is such a masculine ego. And I'm not saying no women have ever done that, but the women who do, again, we're surviving in a patriarchal world. Okay. Right. So we're mimicking that. Right. We're emulating that.
Right.
We're surviving in that same thread.
Right.
But matriarchal societies do not have that.
Yeah.
Where it's like more, bigger, stronger, faster, bigger.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Because that's not a feminine drive.
Right. And this goes back to literally what we were talking about last week, is you need the balance of both.
Yes.
So you need the masculine to drive, to push, to achieve, to whatever, but you need the feminine to say, for what?
Yeah.
What are we doing this for? What is the motivation?
Let's all just lay down and take a nap.
Yeah. Let's take a breather.
And let's see what happens when we wake up.
See what we feel when we wake up.
That's right.
My favorite way to figure things out is to take a nap.
Me too. Because did you know that when you're going to sleep and when you're waking, so it's in that half sleep, that is when your subconscious is most like conscious. It's the closest to consciousness that your subconscious can get.
Okay.
And so that's actually where your intuition and your genius is. So there really is something. That's why when you go to sleep at night, your mind is just like worrying.
Yeah.
That's your conscious mind, right? And then right as you're about to fall asleep, then you have an epiphany or an idea comes to you or something like that. That's your subconscious just came forward. It happens all the time to me. I mean, this podcast, literally.
I don't know that happens to me.
Pay attention. Just see. And it's not every time.
Because I think, like, whenever I wake up, my initial thought is, oh my God, I'm awake.
Okay, me too. It's less when I'm waking up.
I have to think about, okay, what was the thing that I was stressing out about? Like, I have to think about, and then like, okay, what am I feeling like? I do feel definitely this way about it or whatever.
Yeah, it happens less to me when I'm waking up than when I'm going to sleep. Okay. But it's not my conscious thoughts. Like once I wake up, I'm like, ugh, fuck, I'm exhausted. I don't want, that's my real thought, you know? But the subconscious is like, you know, some idea that I'm like, oh, that never even crossed my mind.
And that's how this podcast came about?
That's how the podcast, pretty much everything I've done with my business has come like that. And when I don't have it, like the last week, I'm just like, flatlining mentally. I'm like, oh, well, like it'll come back eventually.
Yeah. When you take your supplements.
When I take my supplements and when I walk, usually when I'm out in nature and just bored, like I set up time for me to be bored. Yeah. That's when the the creative energy will come. So that's interesting that you guys talked about that. Yeah. Because I was also thinking similarly on that thread, how we idolize celebrities and we milk them for every talent and genius that they have.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like the Whitney Houstons of the world and the Robin Williams and these incredibly brilliant people in their crafts.
Genuinely, organically talented.
Yes. And they love it at some point, right? They start out loving it, but then the demise, the pressure and and it's really like this feeding, like we want to feed, we want more out of them, more and more. Exactly. And they lose, I mean, I'm just imagining, obviously this hasn't happened to me, but I can imagine that they lose the sense of humanity of like, you know, like their worth or value is in what they can produce and share with people.
And what sucks is like, if they were to just stay true to who they were, they would not be as big.
Exactly.
Which sucks. Because you do need to be seen. You do need to be in a commercial. You do need to do more kitschy things.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if then, so what I was thinking about is like, how can we love and support the artist and the celebrities and the people we genuinely are so grateful for as fans, as, you know, whatever. How can we do that humanely and not objectify them by their art?
Well, that's why Taylor Swift didn't have her music on Spotify for so long. Yeah. It's because she's like, I am not just putting this out for free. Like, I worked for this. This is my job. This is my passion. This is me. Like, it comes at a price. Mm-hmm. And I respected that, but I also hated it.
Oh, I know. It was so inconvenient. Yeah, and because I do think if we give celebrities and artists the space to be, I would imagine that they'll be able to create more and really have that come from a genuine, authentic space instead of
But here's the thing, like John Q. Public.
I don't know who that is.
Just the public.
Oh.
You've never heard that? You've never heard about Johnny Q?
I was like, I don't like it when people mention names because I'm like, unless it's like in
Tim Ballard, Brady Boyd, John Q. Public.
If it's not in 90s and early 2000s Christian celebrityism, I don't know who we're talking about.
Oh my God.
I know I'm so bad with celebrities. No. Also,
John Q. Public is not a celebrity. I just mean, that's like what they call the general public.
I get it. Why wouldn't you just say the general public?
Because I love to say John Q. Public because I'm 29 years old and what 29-year-old is saying shit like that?
I don't know any age person who's saying shit like that. Obviously, I've never heard it. And I didn't know what we're talking about.
That's funny.
Okay, anyways.
Okay, anyway, John Q. Public is thinking with their lizard brain and not thinking about their higher self.
Right.
John Q. Public is run by men.
Yeah.
So if we could change to a more feminine, community-based,
nurturing,
or not even fully that, but just
A little bit.
15%.
Yeah. 25%.
More than what we have right now.
Yeah.
I mean, 90% would be great, but a smidge than what we have right now. I think that a lot of really positive things like that could come about, but that is just not the culture. It's not the society. It's not the mass.
Yeah.
view.
And if we're going to talk about percentages, I truly think average 50-50. Sometimes it's going to be 80, sometimes it's going to be 20, you know, but average 50% masculine, 50% feminine, energy, space, fluidity. What we're operating in and have been for since the beginning of time is 99.99999 masculine. 0.0000001 feminine. And that's strangling us as a society. So
okay, so Iceland has women in all key national leadership roles, and I'm just looking it up that way I can name exactly what they are. Okay, president is a woman, prime minister is a woman, bishop is a woman, National Police Commissioner and State Prosecutor are all women. There are more women who are within like local Icelandic positions of power, but those are like the nationally recognized positions of power. And Iceland is so clean. It's known for its, like people go there to literally do that, to eat, pray, love, zen, relax, be one with nature, very clean styles of living. Iceland is ranked the happiest place to live.
Wow. I mean,
is it a coincidence or is it
directly correlated?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's more balance there.
Okay,
things can thrive.
This is another part.
Things can be well thought out.
Yeah. And this weekend, all last week, I'm just plunging into the pits of all the things that tie me down.
Yeah.
And a huge one is I'm just feeling so much of the weight of patriarchy, because when you wake up to it, you can't not see it. It's literally everywhere.
I had an encounter. Are you finishing? Are you in a thought?
I was just going to say, I have to actively practice like turning that off and balancing myself. But even doing that is really exhausting.
Right. It's conscious effort.
It is. So yeah.
Okay. I realize every time you start a thought, I'm like, let's take it over here.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Okay.
I love it.
But the one thing that I wanted to talk about today was this interaction that I had with my female coworkers.
Okay.
And
not where you told them about the podcast.
I didn't tell these girls about it.
Yet.
I probably will.
After you've talked about it, you will.
Yeah. Okay. So let me set the scene for you.
Okay, great. Story time.
In the hospital, we do swallow studies. As a speech therapist in the hospital, we do swallow studies using an X-ray machine.
Okay.
And this also like specific computer program system that connects with the X-ray, but it's also an editing system. Only speech therapists use it. So 3 people in the entire hospital use this one machine.
Okay.
At my previous place of employment, I was in charge of contacting the reps to handle any issues because the IT guys and nobody knew anything about the computer. So I just took it on because I'm intelligent and I can figure it out.
You're very tech savvy.
Yeah. Like I can figure it out. I can follow directions. Like things can make sense. So I took that on and solved a lot of problems for our team as a result. At this facility, we have a biomedical engineer specifically assigned to general or fluoroscopic radiology. So this biomedical engineer, we'll call him Tyler.
Okay.
He, first of all, okay. Our machine, we just got a new machine.
Okay.
Oh my God, where was I before? Okay, there's only one person in the hospital who knows how to work this one machine. Okay, supposedly. Like that's his realm. He's supposed to know how to work this. Okay.
Got it.
We got a new...
He's the man in charge of this machine.
Head man in charge. We got a new one of these. It's called a TIMS. We got a new TIMS and it was working beautifully. Like state of the art, amazing technology, the touch screen, everything. It was like we're in heaven. Literally 10 days later, the X-ray machine breaks down. Like malfunctions. Oh, it's a whole thing. They have to reset the whole system, new computers, new machine, like everything.
Oh my God.
Once things got rebooted a week later, our TIMS machine did not automatically perform a certain function that it's supposed to when the radiologist clicks a button.
Oh gosh.
So we have to manually do it. So every single time a person's about to swallow, I have to hit a button. And when they're done swallowing, I have to hit the button again.
Oh, that's awful.
It's already like a lot going on in a very short amount of time, like very quick decisions and problem solving and communication and whatever. To have to hit a button, as menial as it sounds, it literally took so much time. Okay. So I tell the radiology department about this immediately. Talk to the director. I'm like, hey, this is the situation. It's difficult to describe because I'm not a biomedical engineer or an IT person, but whatever. Okay, we'll get this over to IT. I'm like, I don't really trust our IT guy. I've worked with him before. Doesn't really know what he's doing. I would like to be there to walk him through specifically what's wrong because he's going to be, I know him and he's going to say, no, it is working. You just have to hit this button.
Oh, God.
And that's exactly what he said because I was there.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, Namid, that's not the problem. Anyway, so he gets on the phone call with customer support, whatever. This has to go to the biomedical engineer guy, ultimately. There's nothing wrong with the TIMS machine, something wrong with the X-ray machine.
Okay.
Tyler needs to fix it. I don't hear from Tyler for 2 months. I reach out to his manager and I say, hey, this is a situation. Don't know if you got the ticket or not.
Yeah.
But can we get an update on it? Somebody replies immediately. Yes, it's Tyler. He'll get back to you with an update. Doesn't get back to me with an update. So I wait a month because I'm like,
busy.
They're on it.
Respecting people's time. Yeah.
And I got shit going on.
Yeah.
I respond back a month later. Hey, any update on this? And like I've copied like radiology directors, his manager, the biomed director.
Oh my gosh.
Because mama's got to get shit done.
Yeah. It's been 3 months.
I actually did that in my initial email. I put all them on there. So I'm like, look at me following up 1 month later and look what Tyler hasn't done.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he responds and he says, yeah, there's not really anything I can do. We're going to have to go contact TIMS and see what they can do. TIMS has already done everything that they can do. They're specialists on that machine.
Yeah.
They
brand new
know
machine.
Exactly what's going on. But they don't have the words to give it to what it is for the X-ray machine.
Right.
That's for you to do.
Yeah.
So then my female radiology director and the female radiology supervisor, they get in there with Tyler and they do not let him leave. They say,
love them.
No, this has to be fixed. And what's so amazing about this is this makes no difference to them, whether I have to push a button or not.
Yeah.
Like these girls, it matters to them zero in their day-to-day. But they were like, we're going to help a sister out.
Right.
We can't take no for an answer.
Yeah, we don't.
That just doesn't make sense. How can you just say, no, can't? In a fucking hospital? How can you just
say
not have a solution?
Not my thing.
You're cock blocking my ability to effectively and efficiently serve patience and
Yeah.
you're just going to say, nope. And then the buck stops with you. There's nobody who knows more than you about this for us to go to. And you're just going to say, like, fuck off. Anyway, so the girls are like, no, Tyler, we have to figure this out.
Yeah.
What if we push this? What if we push this? And they literally ran through for 2 hours. What if we do this? Now does it change it? What if we do this? Like wearing lead, getting the whole thing done. They figured it out.
Oh
So
my gosh.
the supervisor messages me and I'm literally welling up with tears because it's been almost 5 months by this point.
Wow.
And it's life-changing. And the fact also that they would care so much to do that for me. Because I was about to do that.
Right.
But whenever I had like a hole in my caseload.
Yeah.
So the fact that they did that was so meaningful.
It's just so efficient.
And the fact that they just figured it out. Like it was a tedious process to figure it out. But they did it. They got a solution.
Right. But like that's work. Like I'm teaching my teenagers to do that.
You have to work.
Yeah, like they're like, I'm like, can you do that thing? And they're like, I tried, I couldn't do it. I'm like, oh, no, you keep trying. You keep trying until it's done.
Yeah.
You don't just say, oh, I tried what I first thought of and then I couldn't, so I just stopped.
And now it's impossible.
Now we'll have to call someone else or someone else will have to handle that.
I certainly can't do this.
No, you just have to like keep trying harder. So if the first try is just what you knew to start, great, cool. The next would be what? To ask someone to look up YouTube, something, read a manual. The next would be make some phone calls, get some experts, you have to keep finding avenues until the problem is completed.
Right.
So
you have children.
Yeah.
Tyler's a fully grown man.
Director of bioengineering, mechanical. What was
biomedical engineering?
Yeah, biomedical. I don't even know. He shouldn't have a title like that.
He doesn't deserve it.
If he gives up so easily.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just can't be in charge of something and be like, can figure it out in 5 minutes.
I thought about it, and I don't know.
I turned the computer off and on, and it didn't work. So.
Yeah, I rebooted it.
Fuck off. Anyway, so the women figured it out.
Wow, I love that.
So I am talking with, a week later, one of the women who was a part of figuring it out, and then her, one of her employees. So like the three of us, we love each other. All very different. One of the gals is an Orthodox Jew. The other one is Latina Catholic, and then I'm whatever the fuck I am. Yep. Very different vibes, very different family lives, but we all have like a very dry sense of humor.
I love
and
it.
We love each other. They're like 40.
Yeah, because you don't have to think, believe, act the same in order to have connection and enjoy each other.
The only reason it's important to note that is because of their response to my response to Tyler's incompetence. So
this is gonna get good.
I'm talking to these gals. Stacy is giving me more information on what it was like to be in the room with him and the conversations that went down and the details of everything. And I am just fuming at his hesitance, resistance, pushback. I don't think that's gonna work. Fucking try it. Like every single thing she told me about him irked me. And I'm a dramatic gal. So like, of course I'm like, ranting, going on and on. So Stacy says, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't think that this was gonna like get you riled up. Yeah. She's like, didn't mean to activate you. I thought it was hilarious watching him just kind of like fuck around.
I also have that experience of you quite often too. I come in with, listen to how funny this is, and you are off in flames. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's where that was going to go. And you're like, no, it's fine. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love to get activated.
About these topics.
And what's so funny is Drew knew that about me before I ever did.
Yes, I remember you telling me this because he literally would just drop these. Most couples drop bids for attention in ways of like, hey, I love when you do this, or did you see that plane fly by? Like whatever. It's like menial stuff, right? Not this chick, not her husband. Her husband will drop some patriarchal bullshit just in the middle of the conversation.
I want you to watch this YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it something that I'm going to learn, or is it going to activate me? And he goes,
you're like, because if it's learning, I'm not in the mood.
and honestly, like, I'm not always in the mood to get activated.
But you can't say no.
But I can't say no. And every time I do activate, I'm like, God, that felt good to get
I know.
out. And I want to challenge you to get activated.
Yeah, and let me tell you psychologically why. Because again, it's so suppressed.
Yeah.
We carry that in our bodies.
Yeah.
And we do actually need to release it in like healthy ways, which is here.
Yeah.
And also with your husband.
It's just conversation.
It
is
is.
Really all it is at the end. At least the activation that I take it to, it's never physical.
Right.
I'm never confrontational.
Right.
I'm not ever doing anything. It's simply a release.
It is
of words.
That's the first part. But what it actually is doing too is it's helping us create space for ourselves,
right?
For that agency and autonomy to be upset.
Yeah.
To appropriately respond in the moment. So that's the way we practice. We actually practice through these little activations, like with safe people. Okay. So when you do it with your husband and you do it with other women, it's a safe activation.
Totally.
So that when these things happens
in
again,
real life, when it does,
you'll be able to say, without your angry, overactivated state, you'll just be able to say, actually, Tyler, no, you're not going to give up. I'm going to need you to follow through with that. And it's going to come out in a calm, mature, professional way because you've already practiced. So your nervous system is like, I know what to do.
We've been here before.
Isn't that amazing?
I love that. You described that so well too. That was nice.
Let's all do that. In fact, that is what I need to do. And I kind of was like too quiet this weekend. I just didn't have enough outlets. Yeah, I didn't have enough. I haven't had enough adult conversation, but specifically, I haven't had enough release. Yeah, like of these things I've been holding. Like by the time Sunday night came, I'm like, I am carrying the weight of the world of centuries before me and all the women who've been oppressed. Like it's a lot. It was too much, and I needed to just talk about the sound of freedom and my mental exhaustion from raising my kids alone. Right. And I've told you this before, but on the same thread, I'm activated now because now I'm thinking about this. But there is, as a sole parent or single parents, I think they would deal with this too. There's almost this like unspoken and probably unconscious judgment or expectation, an expectation to partner up quickly so that everyone else can be more comfortable with my situation. Yes. So obviously I have chosen not to do that. Right. I am raising my children alone because that's what I chose. Right. And all of that has valid reasons. The number one is I was raised in a blended family, not my thing. Don't want to do it. Just wanted to like be me and my kids. So it doesn't matter why I chose that. That's what I chose. But I feel like if I ever need help, which is often, I have to prove and defend my case for like why I need help this time, why it's valid. Right. And that's exhausting to do. Yeah. It's exhausting to even think about, is this worth asking, or should I save my ask for, when it's really something dire or this or that? That is the plight of single parenthood that a lot of single parents don't even realize that they're carrying this, right? It is every day. It's been 10 years now. And again, I chose this path. Yeah. But I do feel like, again, in the patriarchal society, if you are not living the traditional framework, right? You marry in your 20s, you have children young, you raise them with your husband. He works and makes most of the money. You can have supplemental income here and there as you please, and you can mentally handle it. Right. if you don't follow that, every deviation outside that, you're marked off for, right? It's an X on your, like, how likely are we to contribute?
There's no community. There's no support. There's no guidelines. There's no
even like seeing, like
awareness.
We don't even see. Yeah. And so every deviation, which I'm 27 deviations out by this point, right? So every single one, I've got to like raise a flag. Hey, so for us, it's going to be a little bit different. Hey, by the way, like I'm not going to be able to, hey, can that look a little, everywhere. Fucking time.
Jeez.
So I'm like, and most of the time I can handle it, right? That's like why I walk and why I work out and why I do breath work and like all my things.
Yeah.
But on weeks like this, where summer is just crushing me, I'm like, I just need to go inside of a hole and stay there for a couple weeks until school starts again. And then I will be brave enough to venture out again and defend my cases and help the world see single parents and just me and whatever. So yeah, all these things, it's like, it does help because it helps you be seen, right? Yeah. When you have these conversations with other women and that shared context, that shared experience of like, oh yeah, that's how I felt too, but I didn't know if I was going to say anything.
Right.
This is how we change. This is how we make change.
Okay. And what's so interesting is I heard this, I don't remember where, maybe a podcast or something, where in the, gossip is one of the biggest sins or whatever.
Yeah.
Who said that we're not supposed to gossip?
Right.
Men.
Right.
And why don't men want gossip? They don't want their wives talking about each other.
Yeah, their ratchet behavior.
Their feral, nasty, predatory behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want them planning things, getting together, having
supporting
their own lives,
other.
supporting each other. Yeah. So we'll just say gossip.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that. Okay. This, like what we're talking about, I think that gossip can fit in this category. I'm telling you a story about my friend's potential fiance.
Yeah.
So we can activate on behalf of her.
Yeah, exactly.
and all the women who came before her.
Right.
And all the women there will be after. And the spirit of what he's doing and his audacity to continue to be activated about that and express that, because it happens every day.
Yeah.
Nearly every hour, more depending on where you are. And it's like microplastics. We're just absorbing it everywhere. We're eating it. We're breathing it. It's in our eyes.
Yes,
it's everywhere. And we don't even know how much there is until, we're activated. We're talking about it, whatever. Same thing with the patriarchy and
that's such a good point.
The oppression of women and what we experience. So fucking gossip.
Yeah.
Share that story.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm not saying is talking badly about people.
Exactly. No
that
judging.
Is not what I'm
we
saying.
We don't need to judge people. To me, that's the definitive line between gossip and like growth.
Right.
Like really, are we judging? Are we criticizing other people just for the sake of criticizing? What you just did and what we did with Tyler there was we literally psychoanalyzed which behaviors are unacceptable and why and what needs to be different.
Right.
And that's not just specific to Tyler. That's specific in any other situation, male or female.
Right.
It's usually going to be male, but it applies to all of them, right? So the point is this conversation helping me grow or am I just putting people down?
Right.
There's such a difference.
Totally.
And so that's actually part of why we're doing this, is to like model and expose people to maybe a little bit different elevated way of dialoguing and processing life. Like this is what we do together. And if you don't have a sister, or if you and your sister don't have a close relationship, that is heartbreaking to me. Yeah. Because I literally genuinely feel bad that I don't have more children so my kids can have more sisters. in one side, but the bigger side is obviously I cannot handle anymore.
In a much more real sense.
Yeah. In a fantasy world where there's a matriarchy, I would have more daughters. And so everybody can have more sisters because it's just, honestly, it's a brilliant connection and it's healing and it's really necessary. And we're inviting everybody to our sister talk because we need it.
Okay, let me finish my story.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even know I interrupted.
No, it's okay because that was such a necessary rabbit trail.
Yeah.
So Stacey says, I'm so sorry for activating you. Like,
oh yeah,
I was just trying to be funny, whatever. And I'm like, no. Never apologize. Like, I will never find weaponized incompetence funny personally. That's never entertaining to me.
Yeah.
That will always activate me, but I don't mind.
Yes.
Like, no big deal.
By I don't mind, I mean I love it.
Yeah.
So definitely come to me.
No big deal at all. And she was like, okay, well, I just need to figure out like what your humor is exactly. And I'm like, I mean, this is kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
This whole situation. Like, it is, there's humor.
Deep down inside there.
Deep and dark, there's humor.
In like a
on a like a
way.
really like ironic sense of like what the fuck
and like
is
an
going
audacious, mortal hatred way. It's hilarious. I can get there.
Yeah, absolutely. I can laugh.
Funny.
Hilarious.
Tyler.
Anyway. That's so funny. Anyway, so we have that conversation and I'm like, you know, kind of going off, whatever. This is what's wrong with men. This is what's wrong with the patriarchy. They think they can just say, no, fuck it. Be quiet, woman.
Yeah.
I said no. And what? I'm just going to, okay, guess
bummer.
I'll have to do this my whole life for the rest of my fucking career when no other speech therapist has to do that.
On a brand new machine.
Yeah, like I think the fuck not.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, obviously I'm going off and they're both like, whoa, oh my God. Oh, well, women are like that too. You know, this whole, and I'm like,
internalized
ladies,
misogyny.
Ladies, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Sisters, hello? We can, this is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to say, what the fuck?
Right.
About what Tyler's doing.
Yeah. And like for what with men?
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
For me to acknowledge the reality. No need to clutch your pearls.
But did you actually say that?
Yes.
Okay. And what did they say?
And they were like, well, you know, I just,
you know,
flabbergasted.
You know why? Because historically, it has not been safe for us to remark.
That makes sense.
To do anything but, as Taylor Swift said, absorb male behavior.
Yes.
So if every time we
just deal with it,
every time we don't absorb it and we just, if we don't just deal with it and we say something, we ask a question, we acknowledge what's happening, we call it what it is,
get upset about it,
we have a problem with it, we are now entering an unsafe zone that is not clearly marked in the patriarchy and can come with a lot of repercussions.
Yeah.
And that's scary territory, especially if you don't have a sister that regularly gets activated with you.
Yeah.
To where, like, this is normal for us.
100%.
This is just normal. We're so used to this that it's instant in real time when we interact with predators, okay? Or any kind of like weaponized incompetence and men. So it's pretty fresh for us, but most women don't have that safety or space. Yeah. And so they have to still operate in that antiquated. Yeah. And truly in our society, it isn't 100% safe to just go and run your mouth. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Honestly.
We will see.
The potential for cancellation is humongous.
Yeah, I would just love to change that normal. I really would like to. I would like for that to change to, at a minimum, for men to be on the chopping block as much as women to be judged for their behavior. And for like
and like I've said, this is not even a drop in the bucket to even a little bit.
Come on,
scale that out.
Come on.
So,
and again, these are words.
These are words and feelings.
And not even to anybody in particular.
And it is. It's just a general...
Why is that a bother?
But it's... And this is coming from women and a gender who has experienced violence.
Yeah.
And deep...
torment.
Yeah.
Literal
bodily
torture.
harm.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to say some things about some
100%.
things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need the men to absorb it. I'm
Yeah.
going to just need them to just absorb it and just like listen. Turn your listening ears on.
At the very least, move on.
Yeah.
Do nothing.
Right.
At the very least, just don't react.
Yeah. Manage your own ego for
A click above.
30 seconds.
Take a listen.
Yeah. I love this.
Click above that. Absorb.
Okay.
Ponder.
Yeah.
Be self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
Click above. Start talking about it
Yeah.
even more. Come on our podcast.
Yeah. Tell us what you've learned. How has this helped?
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I literally just gave you
There it
the
is.
7 clicks to success.
that's it.
I'm writing a book about it.
It really is because it's also so for women to step outside the absorption and just dealing with it and to talk about it or ask questions or be not okay with it is the same for men.
Yeah.
To do the opposite.
Exactly.
To just absorb
Right.
and listen
Right.
and observe and ask questions
Mhm.
and be curious
Right.
in like not a critical and dogmatic way, but in like a
Defensive.
yeah, like, but really in a genuine, tell me more so I can understand better. Yeah. Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay. We're back.
We're back.
Okay. Where did we leave off?
We were saying the clicks.
Okay.
To
But you were
absorb.
saying
I was
the
saying
opposite of that is
yeah, the opposite
what they need to do.
Yeah, for men. So for women, it's unfamiliar territory to speak up, to not absorb men's behavior.
Right.
For men, it's unfamiliar territory, which feels unsafe. Anything
Right.
that's unfamiliar feels unsafe.
But we're not going to
initially.
get you.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill you or rape you. You'll be all right. But it feels unfamiliar for them to not be defensive and to
Right.
just listen, to learn, and
Right.
to not bring their case in opposition and tell us why we shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen and
Yeah.
try to understand maybe another experience other than yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Back to the story.
a week after me and the girls, I rant at the
Yeah.
girls and they clutch their pearls. Stacy asks me, I see her the next week, are you feeling any better? And I go, having kind of forgot about our interaction, but like not really, but like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna bring it up, whatever. So I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, well, you were super angry last week. And I was like, oh, well, I wasn't. I mean, I was, but I wasn't like,
Right.
that wasn't my mood the whole day. Like,
Anger's okay.
I didn't walk around like the Hulk for the rest of the day. Like, after that, I went and ate lunch and had a really good time. Like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, you were just literally going off and like being so, you know, whatever. So angry. So you were so mad. You were so upset. You were so frustrated.
And she was
I
so
thought-
uncomfortable with that.
I thought I ruined your day.
Oh
And
my
I just thought, your poor husband. To which I said, okay,
oh
can feel
my God.
angry
Oh my gosh.
and I can also be happy at the same time.
Right.
I can be angry about this one specific thing,
Yeah.
but also generally happy and contented or excited or
And not treat
hopeful
everybody like shit.
about my life.
Yeah.
So outside of that problem,
Right.
I am that person and treating everyone as such. Unless I'm sharing about this situation or talking about it or with this person, I'm not going to have these feelings of upset. This is a relatively trivial thing in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Like it's not life or death.
Yeah,
like
nobody's dying. I say that all the time. Nobody's dying.
Right. This was a small thing.
Right.
All things considered, which I did make very big. But because of
what you do. Yeah.
the gals who have come before me,
Right.
I can't not. But like, I'm not going to carry that around with me all day. Now, if my dog dies,
Yeah.
I'm carrying that around
Yes.
with me for life.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but that was not that
Right.
big of a thing, even though my reaction was big. But
yeah.
also appropriate. Like, I don't know.
But it was just like, you know, when you hit that little thing at carnivals and that
Yeah.
goes up and dings.
Comes
That's
right
what
back.
that's
Yeah.
what you're
Exactly.
and people are so uncomfortable with anger.
Yeah.
Because anger is typically coming from men and it's violent and it hurts people
Right.
physically, like literally, or it lingers and it's projected onto other people.
Right.
So your anger is just valid, first of all,
Yeah.
appropriate,
Right.
and isn't running your life. What she's talking about
Exactly.
is she thought she triggered you into an angry state that then ruined your day/life.
And my husband's life.
And she's now carrying that burden and wanted to
Right.
check up and make sure you're not still ruining your life
Right.
from this anger.
So I said,
Wow.
I can hold 2, maybe even up to 15 emotions at one
the whole
time.
wheel.
And I can be okay. Like,
Wow.
I didn't carry that with me. I don't even think I told my husband about it that day. Like, I definitely have told him about it, but didn't go home that day because, like, I'm done talking about it for the day.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take anything out on my husband or treat him poorly if he's not the one doing it.
Right.
He doesn't represent all men
No.
because I don't like all men.
No.
I like my husband, luckily,
Yeah.
for both of us.
Lucky him.
But at one point, I may not.
Wow.
So I don't need to take that out on him. And if I do tell him about these things, he also thinks it's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And will get activated with me.
Yes.
So
Which is an appropriate response.
you're wrong, Stacy.
Did you tell her that?
Yes. I
Okay,
told her
good.
everything that I said.
Oh my gosh.
That I can
yay.
hold all the feelings, that
Yeah.
I don't take anything out on my husband unless he does something misogynistic.
Yeah.
And then,
He's going to hear it.
he's going to hear about it because he did it.
But are you going to get violent and are you going to hurt him?
No. I'm going to say, I don't like how that made me feel.
And this is emotional intelligence. This is what it is. It doesn't mean you don't have feelings. It doesn't mean you never feel anger. In fact, emotional intelligence is feeling all the feelings
Yeah.
and being able to regulate, process, manage them.
Right.
I'm having a difficult time managing my emotions this week. That's okay. I
You
know
are being
it'll-
pushed to the limits.
It is. I am being pushed to the limits. Nobody's dying though. So
And
that's
without your
nice.
supplements. So
Yeah.
close.
I'm back on them all. It's 2 days now. I'm feeling better. Even
Your cells are dying.
from the inside out, I am dying. On the drive over here, I was like, I'm on 2 days of supplements in a row. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. Coming back. Anyways, this is emotional intelligence. Being able to feel the feelings, not suppress them, not
As they're
pretend
happening.
they're not existing, not act like that wasn't that big of a deal that he almost didn't do that
Right.
and just passed it off
Right.
and made our lives literally miserable.
Because in the grand scheme, I want to acknowledge my privilege. Not that big of a deal.
We understand.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I'm dramatic. I'm hyperbolic. I like a spotlight. I like to entertain.
Yeah. You're very good at it.
All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. So I may hype up my activation in an effort to draw in
a
and
reaction.
engage.
Yes.
So I may have gone off
Yeah.
more than what someone may consider acceptable, but that wasn't true anger. It was like
right.
90% anger, 10% drama.
Yeah. And to you, maybe like just be aware of your audience.
These girls know me though.
I know. Yeah. You were
I
saying
have worked with
that
them
sense
for
of humor
3
too.
years. We've got the same sense of humor. Like we all kind of activate each other about little things in some ways, but this specific one hit a nerve.
Yeah. And I am very curious about that. I'm curious because maybe one of your biases that you can't even see is possibly, even in just recording this podcast, has pulled you into yet another circle of talking about it, activating it, bringing it to top of mind. And so I think it has for me. Like I think about this every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I already did, but like now it's like, is she snoring?
She's singing so loud.
Oh my gosh, I can't even hear her. Oh, I thought that was like the TV downstairs.
No, that's Penny.
Oh, baby.
It's been loud. Anyway, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's good. That was pretty much it. Hi, Penny. I don't have a dog over here. Okay.
Oh my God.
I think we've given enough to think about.
Yeah. We had a lot to talk about today.
I know. That actually felt really good. I needed to get a lot of that out. I feel cleaner.
Good.
Lighter.
Good.
And it was like building, and I'm like, God.
Yeah. You got to ejaculate at some point.
I need to spew it out. Ugh. I don't like that you use that word.
If men can do it, so can I.
This is our ejaculation. Okay, just reframe that. Okay.
We just masturbated.
Oh my God. Okay, that might
You
be.
can cut that out.
That might be. Okay, that's like honestly the opposite of a masturbation session because
The whole thing was a release.
oh God.
I don't know. We can.
Well, now that I'm thinking about all the things about masturbation, I'm like, it's pleasurable, it's a release, you feel lighter after. All that's true.
Yeah. But
except for
not with your sister.
But the reason I'm talking about the conversation with my sister versus whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So this is a verbal conversational masturbation. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
So all those things are similar, but what's not is the initial provocation is what I hate instead of pleasure.
But some people like that.
I know. It's not my thing.
Yeah, me either.
I don't like it. I'm trying to move away from pain.
That's good for you.
And yeah, I know, right? I had way too much.
That's healthy.
We're done. On my deathbed, that's what I'm gonna like close with my soul is let's not do any more of the pain. Let's like do better.
Let's stop choosing that
Yeah.
next time. Let's stop the first time it happens.
Yeah, do less next time. Thanks. And goodbye.
That's so funny.
Okay. We love you all. Thank you for joining us.
Love you.
See you next time. If today hit home or lit a spark, drop a review, subscribe, follow, like it, post it, tag us, and send it in the group text.
We're so grateful you've spent time with us today. If you want to keep this podcast alive and thriving, there's a link to support us below. Even $5 says, keep going, gals.
Until next time, look for opportunities to deviate from the default and don't forget to ask yourself,
For what?